Hi Gemini, welcome to your mid-September general love tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Gemini. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Gemini. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Gemini and cross-watchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like I'm describing a situation where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get your reading started. And I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're here for the card pull only, I understand. You could go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in or around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection or in separation with this energy. Let's see whose energy is coming through, why they're coming through, and what does this mean for you guys for September till the end of the month. Tell me about this energy that wants to come through for Gemini's reading, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with a Gemini. Whose energy is coming through? Why are they coming through? And what does this mean? Okay. All right, let's take it for you, Gemini. Okay, we have 3 cards here. So we have cassette, and it says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Interesting. Someone could have made someone like a playlist, a mixtape, a CD, burned a CD back in the days when those were happening. We have love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. And kisses. Oh, and it says unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I gotta say, this is someone that has you on their mind, Gemini. And like when you guys aren't talking, they're wondering what you're up to, what you're doing. Like if someone's at work and can't answer, you know, the text, like they wonder if you're gonna text back. Like they overthink the situation a lot. And it's because they are already feeling this strongly about you. And they're coming off very strong. They're definitely the ones that let you know that they're interested. And I wonder, you know, for being a Gemini, if some of you guys may view this as a little clingy, but do you like it? I don't know. They definitely give you the right attention. They definitely make you know that they want to continue this on. Maybe a lot of you guys talk on the phone, text on the phone, and you have to do that up until when you guys are able to see each other. And that's usually on the weekends. Not so much during the week, and maybe that's just because someone has a heavy work schedule, but they're definitely, I don't know, they're nervous and anxious about this. And I think that, I don't know, someone likes to blow kisses, or maybe someone has left like a kiss mark on someone before. Maybe someone has like a kiss lips tattooed onto them or something like that. They think you're a good kisser, definitely. And they want more if it's only kind of gone to kissing here. But yeah, they are enamored, I will say. And they are definitely obsessing a little bit over this with you, especially with the cassette. And I wonder too if there's like a certain song that they play that reminds them of their feelings for you. Or like a song that you showed them, or an artist that you showed them recently that they've been really into. But wow, Gemini, someone's definitely feeling you. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Tell me more about this energy here for Gemini. Air spirit with knowledge, number 1. So some of you could possibly be dealing with another air sign, possibly another Gemini or an Aquarius or a Libra. But I feel it's like this is where you guys kind of going through just like the I wouldn't say superficial per se, but just kind of like, you know, the first dates, the first conversations, and to kind of getting to know each other on a deeper level, kind of understanding someone's wishes, wants, desires, someone's political beliefs, someone's spiritual beliefs, like getting in those deeper conversations. They want to know everything about you, Gemini, and they want to make sure that like with what they're taking notes on or what they're observing, like I definitely feel this is someone that's Googled you before, has looked up your social media. They're very curious about you, and they're using this knowledge to further pursue you. Like almost, I don't know, I don't want to give this up too soon, but almost as if like they saw your social media, really saw that you enjoy a sports team, and then they're like all of a sudden really into them, and they're telling you about the stats and the scores, and they did that because they're interested in you or something similar to that. But I do feel for a lot of you that they are kind of gaining more knowledge through hanging out with you and wanting to use that knowledge and steering this in the right direction. Because yeah, they're a little bit, more than a little bit intrigued by the thought of actually making you theirs, hopefully by the end of the month. They may be asking that and bringing that forward, and that's why we have love call here. Maybe they'll be calling you out of the blue, texting you out of the blue to like, hey, we need to talk. I want to tell you something. That's when you know where this is headed, okay? Tell me more about this energy for Gemini. Sensitive. Okay, yeah. And it says, thinking about you makes me feel emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I've been feeling. I wonder if someone has like a water moon or strong water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But yeah, so they have definitely been thinking about this more and more, and I feel as if they in their minds can't hold this back any longer, even if it's just relatively new. They don't care. They feel as if they need to say what's in their mind and their heart about this. They are, maybe it's taken some time because it would devastate them if you were to like reject them or to just say, let's be friends. And so maybe they've been avoiding bringing this conversation up because they don't want it to be the do all say all. I think it's harder for them to really still hang out with you and feel all this. Like I feel butterflies in my stomach in the way that they feel around you, Gemini. So they've been sensitive, a little bit touchy, a little bit moody, and I think it's because it's harder for them to control how they feel about you. And this, till the end of the month, maybe it's when all this information is coming out, the truth is coming out, and what they've been feeling this whole time will finally be out there for you. And that's the knowledge you may be getting from the conversation you'll be having soon with them, Gemini. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot. The tarot, I'm going to ask how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about this connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes or deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Gemini? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Wow. So a lot of fire here for some of you guys. Yeah, they definitely feel there's a connection between the two of you that's undeniable with the Two of Cups here. They feel there's significance within this connection. Wow. 2 6s, your birthday could be June 6th, June 16th, or May 26th. Okay, yeah. So bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. I love this. Okay, so Aries energy, Aquarius energy. I do feel like almost as if they have that energy right now where their family members and friends can tell when they're thinking about you. They daydream about you a lot. They definitely feel a little bit like when they're around you, a little nervous, and they may kind of be a little goofy. They're really funny people. And maybe they try to use humor to kind of deflect, some sort of intensity or emotions that they feel around you. I do feel with this Fool card energy, they're ready to have this brand new beginning in their life, and they've been waiting for this brand new beginning in their love life, and they feel you've been the one to kind of initiate this turning point, and they're excited about it. They almost like, okay, so if this is the type where like it takes you a while to respond and they keep texting, they get a little bit embarrassed, but they can't help themselves. They just need to know that you are not going to ghost them, or that you're not going to leave them on red. And they kind of get a little embarrassed when you do just eventually text and be like, yeah, sorry, I was at work or I was busy. But you do things that kind of make them lose a little bit of self-control, and then they act a little bit impulsive. And I think you've been seeing that. But with the Fool card here, I don't think it's anything where it's like lower vibrational energy you would be concerned of, but I think it's that they feel so alive, so excited about this. They just want to keep the good time going with you. And that's where they kind of let this nervousness in some way of thinking that they could lose this brand new opportunity of being with someone that they're really feeling go away. So I think they've been doing some things impulsively, but it's for the right reasons, I do want to say. And I think maybe even if that conversation does come out to where they fully are ready to kind of, explain how strongly they feel about you, it's going to make a lot of sense. I wonder if this person did something embarrassing in front of you, like almost like, I don't know, had something in their teeth or like tripped in front of you, fell in front of you. I don't know, that maybe that's confirming who I'm talking about here for someone. And there's someone that likes to wear a baseball cap backwards, or maybe used to wear a baseball cap backwards when they were younger. Let's get into this. Someone may have hurt their toe recently too. So how they feel about you is the Star card. This is when I was like, oh, okay. Aquarius energy. And when I see Star card in love readings, it's truly someone feels as if this is like a one-of-a-kind opportunity, a one-of-a-kind person. You are unique. You have a star-like quality to you that makes them feel uplifted, that makes them feel hopeful. I do wonder if there's like a unique feature you have physically, as if, someone could have like a beauty mark or a birthmark on their face, near their lips, near their eyebrow, very unique colored eyes, something that they feel is very unique about the way you look. But overall, with this Star card and how they feel about this with you, Gemini, they feel hopeful. They feel as if they found someone that they can connect to, not just in a physical attraction, but a soul attraction, emotional attraction. And that's where they have really high hopes here, and they're hoping that they're not fooling themselves by having these high hopes. But again, I think it's like something they can't help but get excited about and get curious about. And the more they're around you and the more they talk to you, hang out with you, the more they feel as if this is something where you guys were meant to, like, you were guided to each other, or at this time in each other's lives, you were meant to meet in this moment. They feel as if Spirit sent them a sign about you, that they are still very much like believing there's a purpose here between the two of you. What they think about this connection is the Six of Wands, Leo energy. So they're thinking it's time to go for their victory. They're thinking it's time to really stand out in the crowd, to make themselves the highest contender. If you guys aren't in a, committed connection relationship yet, they're hoping that they can prove it to you why they should be the ones on your radar. They're competitive, definitely. And they have been up to the challenge in keeping you interested, but they think that there's been recently gaining some momentum between the two of you, that they think that so far everything has been going very well. They have bragged about you to their family members and friends. Look, I met Gemini. They're amazing. Let me show you their social media or their pictures. They have definitely been giving a lot of people a lot of information, or an earful about you, but it's good information. It's positive information, almost as like, I think this is someone I feel really strongly about them. There's something different about them. Absolutely, with the Star card and the Six of Wands, they just already know there's something different about this connection and different about you, Gemini, that they can't help but feel really pumped and excited about. There could be someone that has like different colored streaks in their hair, noticeably so. What they like the most about you is the Nine of Wands. Sagittarius energy. You could have Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon, does not have to be the case. When this card landed, I heard you're a tough cookie. And again, it's not for everyone, but you are just someone who holds it down. You will defend yourself. You will be someone that, even when the going gets tough, you roll up your sleeves and say, what can be done here? And they've seen that fight in you. Whether that's something you fought for within family business, your own career, your own journey of healing. Yeah, some of you guys, you've been through a lot of healing this year, or maybe the last couple years. I wonder if there's some recovering addiction here, or like recovering drug addicts I'm feeling, substance abuse. Not for everyone, obviously. But maybe some of you guys did choose to maintain more of a sober life, spiritual life, and even when it was tempting to kind of go back to those old habits, you still stayed strong. And they can sense your spiritual strength. They can sense that you're a spiritual warrior. They witnessed it or heard a story of that you've told them about that time in your life, or what you've been doing to kind of maintain the strength within you. Someone could also be very tall. What they don't like about you is the Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. So this is where that distance kind of comes in. And especially with the Nine of Wands, you definitely like to maintain some form of self-reliance, independence. And so maybe they feel as if like they get nervous if you're like, okay, I need a break. I need to recharge. I just need a little space. They are not the type that likes to have that space. They're the type to want to know what the other person's doing, how they're feeling. It drives them crazy if you're the type that takes hours to text back or to call back. And they do sense there's like an emotional distance sometimes. And they just wonder where you're going when you're kind of away, or try to, like, they're hoping you're not avoiding them in any sense. But they feel, and again, this could just be their perspective, it doesn't have to be true, but they just feel that you're like a little bit emotionally distant or emotionally unavailable at times. What they like the most about this connection, though, is the Two of Cups. And this is where they still see this worth fighting for. And maybe that also is what's indicating for the Nine of Wands, of seeing that even if there's a little bit of emotional distance or differences in personality-wise between the two of you, different love languages, I don't know, they still feel at the end of the day, you two have something rare, something unique, and something where both of you are feeling some connection to some level. And they want to deepen that. And they think that they can deepen that between the two of you. And maybe for some of you guys, like recently or within the last few weeks, both of you have admitted that you've had feelings for each other or that you like one another. And that's something that they were thrilled by, to have that confirmation or to hear you say those words. Like, yeah, I'm interested in seeing where this can go. Some of you may have recently decided to get in a relationship with this person or be exclusive with this person. And now it's like the beginning times of you two actually being in a committed connection or relationship here. What they don't like about this connection is the King of Cups. Yeah. So Scorpio energy. Now, for some of you, it's relating to the Eight of Cups, where they just don't know, like, if they feel the way you feel for them is as strongly as how they feel for you. Yes, you do like them. Yes, there's chemistry, there's emotional connection to a degree here, but they're afraid sometimes if they're feeling this way more than you are. And maybe because they feel there's a lack of that expression. Because this is the type that definitely wants to hear it from you all the time, or definitely needs to see that you care. And maybe they feel like there's just that little bit of disconnection as far as what you're used to expressing as far as how you feel versus what they're used to doing for themselves. But yeah, I really do feel like for a lot of you guys, their biggest fear is that they're the only ones that feel this deeply, this strongly about it. And if not, they're afraid that you're holding back from fully revealing this. Highest hopes is the Six of Swords. Aquarius energy. They're hoping that through, now kind of breaking that one threshold of just getting to know each other and now taking this to another level or being more committed to one another, that things will continue to go smoothly, that you guys will be able to talk more now that it's gone to this different level, or that's where they want to head here. I wonder if some of you guys are planning a trip with this person soon, and that could be like, I don't know, a weekend getaway or a road trip or meeting their family members or friends, and they're hoping that that trip will go really well between the two of you and even bond you guys closer to one another. But I definitely feel as if they're hoping that with what they have to say or what they're hoping to communicate as what they need in this connection is going to be something that you'll receive and that both of you can work towards having. And as long as you guys are open, transparent, and honest with each other, they think it could go the right way. But again, they still feel like someone's being a little bit guarded here with their emotions. Deepest fears, Four of Wands in reverse. Aries energy. That you may just decide that this isn't compatible, that you guys are too different, that it's time to kind of separate from this or break up. They're afraid you would break up with them, definitely, over incompatibility or not being the one for them when they feel quite the opposite about you. And that's why they feel so sensitive about it. But they're afraid that this may not work out despite your best attempts at wanting to get this going somewhere. They're afraid that, I don't know, if they do something that would like make you feel as if this just isn't the right one for you. They're afraid of messing it up. And I wonder with the Four of Wands in reverse, if someone has a difficult living situation right now. Someone could be living with someone's parents or have roommates, and it's been hard for you guys to see each other or spend time with each other because of that. And they're afraid for some of you where that is a message for you, that would be like a point where it's like, this isn't going to work out because of this outside factor living situation here. I wonder too if there's someone that wants to like start considering moving in together. And if someone's not ready for that, they're afraid that that could be a breaking point between the two of you. All right, Gemini, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of, prepared for. What else can I tell you about this person, this situation? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. I'm going to pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more clarity answers for you in the extended. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and it will take you to the extended reading on Patreon. But if this is where we depart, I really hope that this gave you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you're looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Gemini, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini.